You did everything right. You paid your bill on time. You did not miss a single payment. You did not open any new cards. You did not spend more than usual. And then you checked your credit score, and it dropped. Maybe 10 points, maybe 30 points, maybe even 50 points for absolutely no reason you can see. If this has happened to you, you are not crazy, and your score did not drop for no reason. There is a reason. You just were not told what it is. Welcome to CardWise. Today, I am going to show you the 7 real reasons your credit score drops even when you think you did nothing wrong, and the exact 2026 fix for each one. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to get those points back. So make sure you watch until the end, because reason number 5 has added over 100 points back to some people's scores, and most people have never even heard of it. Let's start with reason number 1. Your credit utilization spiked, and you had no idea it happened. Here is how this catches people. Your credit limit is $5,000, and you normally spend around $800 a month. That is 16% utilization. Totally fine. But here is what your bank did not tell you. They quietly lowered your credit limit from $5,000 down to $2,000. Now that same $800 spending is suddenly 40% utilization. And 40% utilization damages your score every month. Card issuers do this constantly, especially on cards you have not been using much. And they almost never send a clear notification. The fix is simple. Log into every credit card account right now and check your current credit limit. Compare it to what it was before. If any limit was lowered without your knowledge, call the number on the back of the card and ask them to restore it. Tell them you have been a consistent on-time payer. Most of the time, with a clean payment history, they will restore it or at least meet you halfway. That one phone call can bring your utilization back down and recover your score within one billing cycle. Reason number 2. A hard inquiry you forgot about finally showed up on your report. This confuses people because of the timing. Every time you apply for a credit card, a car loan, a mortgage, or even certain apartment rentals, the lender pulls your credit. That is a hard inquiry. It drops your score by 5 to 10 points immediately. But here is the part nobody warns you about. Hard inquiries sometimes take 2 to 4 weeks to actually appear on your report. So you applied for something a month ago, completely forgot about it, and now your score dropped out of nowhere. Except it is not out of nowhere. It is that application from 4 weeks ago finally landing. Hard inquiries stay on your report for 2 years, but only affect your score for 12 months. So if this is the reason, the honest answer is, time fixes it. But the strategy going forward is to stop applying for any new credit at least 6 months before a major financial move like buying a car or a house. You want your report as clean as possible when it matters most. Reason number 3. A late payment posted, even if you only missed it by 1 day past 30. Now before you say I never missed a payment, stay with me. Because this one catches people who genuinely believe they are perfect payers. A payment has to be 30 days past due before it gets reported to the bureaus. A payment due on the 1st must still be unpaid on the 1st of the following month before it shows up as late. Most people catch it before then. But sometimes, autopay fails because you switched banks. Sometimes a card you barely use has a small charge you did not notice. And when that 30-day mark passes, the damage is severe. A single 30-day late payment can drop your score 60 to 110 points. It is the most damaging single event for your credit. The fix has 2 parts. First, go to annualcreditreport.com and pull your report from all 3 bureaus. Look for any payment marked 30, 60, or 90 days late. If you find one that was a genuine mistake, call the creditor directly and ask for a goodwill deletion. Explain your situation. Many creditors will remove a single late mark as a one-time courtesy for a customer with an otherwise clean history. It costs you nothing to ask. Second, set up autopay on every single card you own today, even if it is just the minimum payment as a safety net. A missed payment that triggers because you forgot is 100% preventable. Reason number 4. You closed an old credit card, and it hurt you more than you realized. This is one of the most common mistakes. Closing a credit card feels responsible. You are simplifying. You are cutting up cards you do not use. It sounds smart. But here's what actually happens. First, your total available credit drops immediately. Less available credit with the same spending means higher utilization across all your remaining cards. Your score goes down. Second, if that card was one of your oldest accounts, you just shortened your average credit age. And credit age makes up 15% of your FICO score. If you opened a card in 2017 and close it today, you deleted years of positive history from your active accounts. The fix is straightforward. Do not close old cards. Even if you never use them, keep them open. Set a small recurring charge on each one, like a $5 monthly subscription, and put those cards on autopay. This keeps the account active, builds continuous payment history, and maintains your available credit. The card costs you nothing if you pay that small balance in full every month. And the benefit to your credit score is significant. Reason number 5. There is an error on your credit report, and it is not yours. This one changes everything when people discover it. According to multiple consumer studies, roughly 1 in 4 Americans has a significant error on at least one of their 3 credit reports, and many of those people have no idea. We are talking about wrong account balances. Payments marked late when they were paid on time. Accounts that belong to someone with a similar name being attached to your file. Or in the worst cases, accounts opened by someone who stole your identity. Any one of these errors can drag your score down by dozens of points you never... The fix is to go to annualcreditreport.com and pull all 3 reports separately. Go through every single line. Look for accounts you do not recognize. Look for balances that do not match what you know. When you find an error, file a dispute directly with the bureau showing the wrong information. By law, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the bureau has 30 days to investigate. If the information cannot be verified as accurate, they are legally required to remove it. This single fix has recovered 40 to over 100 points for people whose errors they never knew were there. Reason number 6. Your credit file got mixed with someone else's. A mixed file happens when the credit bureau accidentally assigns someone else's credit data to your report. This is most common if you have a common name, share an address with a family member, or have a similar social security number to someone else. The credit bureaus use automated matching systems that are not perfect. And when they make a mistake, you end up with someone else's debt, late payments, or collections showing on your report, accounts you have never heard of, in cities you have never lived in. If you see anything on your report that genuinely does not belong to your life, dispute it immediately with all 3 bureaus. Specifically state that you believe this is a mixed file situation and request a human manually review your account rather than the automated system. Include a copy of your government ID and a recent utility bill showing your correct address. This gives the bureau everything they need to cleanly separate your file. Reason number 7. You paid off a loan, and your score dipped because of it. This one feels deeply unfair. You worked hard, you paid off your car loan or your student loan, and your score goes down. How does that make any sense? Here is the explanation. FICO rewards you for managing different types of credit, not just credit cards, but also installment loans with fixed monthly payments. Credit mix makes up 10% of your score. When you pay off an installment loan, that account closes. Your credit mix becomes less diverse, and your score can drop 10 to 20 points, even though you just did something completely responsible. The important thing to know is that this dip is almost always temporary. Your score will recover within 2 to 3 months as your remaining accounts continue building positive history. You should never keep debt just to maintain your credit mix. That would cost you far more in interest than the points are worth. But if you want to maintain a healthy credit mix long-term without taking on major debt, a credit builder loan from a local credit union is a low-cost option. Small loans, often $200 to $1,000, designed to build credit history. You make monthly payments, the payments get reported, and at the end of the term you receive the money. So let's bring everything together. Your credit score dropped, but now you know exactly why and exactly what to do. Reason 1. Your credit limit was quietly lowered, spiking your utilization. Fix. Call your issuer and request a restoration. Reason 2. A hard inquiry from weeks ago just appeared. Fix. Time heals it, and stop new applications before major purchases. Reason 3. A late payment hit your report, possibly from a forgotten account or failed autopay. Fix goodwill deletion request and set up autopay on everything today. Reason 4. You closed an old card and lost credit age and available credit. Fix. Keep old cards open with a small recurring charge. Reason 5. There is an error on your report that is not yours. Fix dispute it at annualcreditreport.com and let the Fair Credit Reporting Act work for you. Reason 6. Your file got mixed with someone else's. Fix dispute as a mixed file and request manual human review. Reason 7. You paid off an installment loan and your credit mix changed temporarily. Fix. Wait 2 to 3 months and your score will recover on its own. The single most important action you can take today is pulling your free credit report from annualcreditreport.com and checking all 3 bureaus. Most score drops leave a clear trail. And now you know exactly what you are looking for. If this video helped you understand your credit score better, subscribe to CardWise. New videos every week on the credit and finance strategies that put more money back in your pocket. I'm Adam. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.